1842.
Oh, here we go. 2 minutes before we get blackout.
Dragon copies 1842. We'll talk to you then.
Got confirmation back.
So there's that heads up communication from Mission Control to Dragon Endeavour, confirming that comms blackout.
2 minutes, chat, till the blackout.
Saying during the blackout, the Dragon capsule will be going through entry interface, where it is encountering aerodynamic forces, really starting to build up the external temperature and that external temperature will reach about 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit. However, the interior of the cabin is environmentally cooled, so Bob and Doug should remain comfortable during their descent. There will be cool air flowing not only through the cabin itself, but also through their suits. The suits have sensors on them that are able to detect the temperature inside that suit, and once that sensor reads that it has reached the maximum temperature threshold, it'll flush the suit with some cool air and really circulate and cool it down.
Crazy. That's cool, man. Coolant through the suits.
Estimated blackout time. As we heard the call, we'll see them on the other side, expected to regain that communication at about 42 minutes after the hour. So for these next 6 minutes, they're already less than 60 miles in altitude. And this is when the capsule is really heating up during that reentry, reaching temperatures of around 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit. As again, you're essentially hitting the atmosphere at more than 17,000 miles an hour, and the friction building up that plasma around the spacecraft. And that's what's going to prevent us from talking to Bob and Doug or getting data back from the spacecraft for the next 6 minutes. Its flight computers are in control, though. It's going to continue to maintain its appropriate trajectory and attitude, having attitude determination devices on board the capsule, not reliant on communications with satellites. And it's going to continue Dragon down the correct path for this splashdown off the coast of Pensacola. So we are in that blackout period. We're going to continue to stand by until we get them on the other side.
They're going through the atmosphere now. 3,500 degrees is what that temperature is going to reach. It's like everyone's just like patiently waiting to hear back from them. What's up, Cobra? You're right on perfect time, bro. Like the spacecraft right now is in its blackout period going through the atmosphere.
Acquisition of signal, AOS, back with Dragon. We're going to be looking for those parachutes, and we should hopefully be getting some views from a couple of our assets out at the landing zone, including our WB-57 high-altitude research plane, which is going to be relying on Dragon's telemetry.
Well, you can come join me with it then, bro.
And give us an infrared view of the capsule during the final stages of reentry. We're going to be looking for the drogue deploys at about 44 minutes after the hour. Those will be 2 drogue shoots. They're going to come out when the vehicle is still moving at about 350 miles an hour. And it'll be at an altitude of about 18,000 feet. They'll come out and do some initial slowing and stabilization of the spacecraft. And then less than a minute later, they'll detach, and the 4 main parachutes will deploy. You'll see them come out and look kind of closed up initially, and then they'll do what's known as reefing, opening up in really 2 different stages just to minimize the immediate loads on the parachutes themselves. Those main parachutes will come out at an altitude of about 6,500 feet, with Dragon already slowed down to 119 miles an hour, and they'll do the rest of the slowing the whole way down until we splash down in the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay, so does the escape capsule still work though for this? I know it's for when they take off, they were able to shoot. Like, do they have something like that when they come back in though, in case the chute breaks or something and they're coming down to the water at stupid speeds?
WB-57 airplane, which is in the area, getting those cameras ready to give us our first glimpse.
Yeah, we're about to see different camera view.
should still have about 3 minutes left, a little less than 3 minutes, until we anticipate reacquiring our signal and our connection with Bob and Doug in the Dragon
Damn,
spacecraft.
that's a long time being in that fire.
Just tuning in, we
being
are
a
in
fireball.
blackout period that we were expecting. This blackout period will last a total of 6 minutes, and we're about halfway through there now. At the moment, Dragon is re-entering the Earth's atmosphere, and due to the plasma building up on the exterior of the vehicle, we're unable to communicate or send commands, but Dragon is fully autonomous. It is steering itself, and right now Bob and Doug are flying home.
What do you think, chat? This is awesome, huh? That's crazy. I love it. Come on, let's get some good camera views. Don't tell me they're out there at the last second, like trying to hurry up and get this stuff done.
Dragon SpaceX comm check.
So we're still inside that anticipated blackout window. It does
Whoa.
look like we are getting maybe some sporadic.
I don't know what that was, but they ain't getting nothing back.
That's why you heard that communications check with the spacecraft.
They can't rely on Russia to go. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the heck that was, but I know they reached out.
Dragon SpaceX comm check.
Denver has you loud and clear. We're about.
Wow. All right, they're alive.
We've got you 5x5 as well, Doug. Looking good, and you can expect an automated chute deployment.
Copy. It'll choose the flight.
All right, really good news there. We have come out of the blackout period and we have reestablished connection with Dragon Endeavour with NASA astronauts Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley on board.
We were able to reacquire that communication a little bit earlier than expected, and now we are just waiting. We should just be about 2.5 minutes away from that initial drogue chute deploy.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 26 seconds.
AGPS has converged.
Copy that.
You may have heard earlier that Bob and Doug are currently experiencing 3.5 Gs. Not too bad. That's about what they pulled during the ascent phase. Just like a mild roller coaster. So the vehicle is now over the Gulf of Mexico. It is approaching the landing zone off the coast of Florida near Pensacola, and there we have our first shot.
There it is. The first view from the WB-57 airplane. It is dipping in and out a little bit. This is going to be an infrared camera showing us Dragon re-entering. We have that comm back with Bob and Doug. You heard AGPS is converging. Dragon has 3 GPS units that it uses actually in the parachute deployment process as it helps, along with the pressure sensors, really give a solid altitude to the flight computers on when these are supposed to deploy. We're standing by for the drogue chute deployments. We should be just under 5 minutes away from splashdown.
Passing 15 kilometers, brace for drogue window.
Copy, we're braced.
Just about 14 kilometers in altitude, 8.4 miles, continuing to descend.
There on your screen, we have a shot of the capsule as it is preparing to deploy those initial parachutes, the drogue parachutes. Again, these parachutes help slow the vehicle down even further and help stabilize in preparation for main chute deployment.
Crazy.
Right about now, the capsule is going about 400 miles per hour. decelerating quickly.
And standing by for drogue deploys.
Visual, 2 drogues out.
Oh,
there on
cool.
your screen, we have visual confirmation of those 2 drogue deployments.
Copy 2 drogue.
All right, so 2 of 2, the drogues now out. They're going to do their slowing and stabilizing of the Dragon spacecraft. They should be detaching in just a few moments, and then we'll see 4
So it kind of like stabilizes the ship as it's falling, so it ain't just going stupid.
Drogue descent rate nominal.
So the expected descent rate, the expected velocity out of the drogues nominal. We're right at around 150 miles an hour and already dropping.
Oh, released.
See the drogues now.
There's the main
detach.
chute.
And there we have confirmation of deployment of the 4 main parachutes.
We are visual on 4 chutes out.
We
Way to
are
be.
visual. 4 main parachutes deployed.
Uh-oh. Way to be, man.
So at this point, the main parachutes have deployed. They are inflating, as you can see there on your screen, continuing to slow Dragon down significantly. We are anticipating splashdown in just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
And we've already slowed the vehicle down to about 16 miles an hour. It's already less than 1 kilometer in altitude.
Wow. What's up, Doug? Check it out, man. They just come back, just went through, and all the chutes deployed.
Main
Congratulations.
chute rate nominal, passing through 700 meters.
So at this point, Dragon has saved all propulsion systems on
600
board.
meters.
600 meters.
And we're 600 meters above the Gulf of Mexico.
Should be approximately 1:30 from splashdown.
Mission control team here in Hawthorne has reported the precise landing coordinates to the recovery team. They are standing by, ready to go get our space dads.
Hell yeah, way to be. That's what I'm talking about. One more step. I can't wait till we can buy a ticket. I hope I'm able to live in a time where I could get on like a commercial style spacecraft and take a orbit around the Earth. Okay, I hope I can get to see that. I hope I get to see that.
So there we heard Bob and Doug reporting that they are bracing for a splashdown. We should be able to see the Gulf of Mexico here in the shot just momentarily, as we're now just about 20 meters off the ocean.
Splashdown.
As you can see on
Way
your
to
screen,
be.
we have visual confirmation for splashdown.
Look at them. Look at them shoots.
SpaceX copies and concurs.
Gracefully just falling.
And mains cut.
Dragon Endeavour has returned home. The NASA astronauts Bob and Doug.
On behalf of the SpaceX and NASA teams, welcome back to planet Earth, and thanks for flying SpaceX.
It was truly our honor and privilege to fly in flight of the Crew Dragon and Endeavour. Congrats, everybody at SpaceX. All good, and we're into section of 4.800.
Thanks for those words, Doug, and we copy that you are into 4.800.
So great news all around there. Our space dads are back on Earth after a 19-hour return journey from space. Dragon Endeavour has splashed down.
Crazy out of the entire Gulf of Mexico. That thing coming through the atmosphere, and these guys are like right where they need to be.
Fast boats, and they are
Like,
indeed
what kind of precision is involved in that? Holy
Dragon
crap.
Endeavour as it sits there. The first on there we can see a view inside the capsule.
Wow,
Doug looking
amazing.
good. Although the communication was a little choppy, we did hear.
There you have it. We brought them home. We took them there, brought them home, fully automated. Amazing.
SpaceX
Congrats,
is
SpaceX.
For, vehicle assessment, step 3 decimal.